Right, everything looks like it's going well, so I guess I'll get started. Hello, everyone. It's me, Gabby. Today is my birthday. I am 30 years old, and let's celebrate that by playing a super obscure visual novel made by a Japanese doujin author. That's a weird ass witch murder mystery, shall we? Because I can't think of any other way to celebrate the fact that I am now 30. So, last time, what even happened? Just turn the volume down on my own headphones so I can hear myself think. Last time, what happened? We delved more into Anja's past, and not only really her past, her kind of present slash future of. I guess it's still sort of essentially her past, which is also still the future of like how she figured out how to go back in time and join us in this whole song and dance thing. Um, Also, in terms of the actual murder mystery part of the murder mystery, we found out that the big change looks like this time is Kinto has decided, fuck it, I'm joining the murder mystery. I'm going to step outside of my house this time, outside of my magical room, and actually try to join in on the whole shenanigans. So, um, yeah, that'll be interesting. Although Battler was also kind of seeming like he's operating this entire time of using the logic of Beatrice has to prove that Kinzo wasn't killed before the show even started. So, yes. Your mom? No, I'm not working. I'm just streaming something. It's okay. It's alright. Close the door if you can. You didn't hear anything. Nope, it wasn't somebody coming into my room and interrupting me. Definitely not, because I am a professional streamer who does not live with other people. Um, yeah. Anyway, so that's what's been happening. I guess I'll see what's going on, and yeah, that's basically it. We'll see. I don't even remember where I left off. Oh yeah, no, the other really important thing. The very important fact is Maria has a stuffed lion, and the stuffed lion can also turn into a Shoda through the power of magic. This is very important information. Anyway, yeah, let's continue. No, load, okay. Episode 4, so it's probably, yeah, that looks good. Okay, we're back in the future. So I think last we left off, uh, Ange was on the run from the evil Kyoto family, um, who is, who are Kyrie's family, who also want to, use her and for their own purposes. They are the evil villains who are from Kyoto, so everything has to do with a traditional Japanese stuff and matcha. It's very silly, and I really like it. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, right. So I think, yeah, I think in terms of Ange's thing, well, I think when we last left off with Ange, she was going to interview the person who found this like message that came from Maria that said to like everybody needs to find out the truth of what happened in Rockanjima, and so she's doing that basically because she wants to figure out what happened because she just kind of assumed that Ava killed everybody, but then Ava's friend was like, nah. I mean, considering how fucking distraught she was over losing her husband and her son, I don't think she would be able to do that herself. So that was 87, half a year after the crime on Rockinjima. Correct. It was explained that those books had escaped the disaster of Rockinjima. The owner of the island, Miss Ichiromiya Aba, had put them up for auction. Wait, wait, really? He, they, they didn't update this guy's sprite. Interesting. I don't know if that's lazy or whatever. Oh, of course he was the occult. Of course, of course. And demonology. Yeah, of course. Hang on. Yeah, there are a few extremely minor characters that didn't get new sprites. Okay, interesting. Well, he got the jingle, which means he isn't here. Professor Utski, professor at Sutton College, well known as an authority on the subject of Western folklore. He's also famous for his hobby, researching the Rokkanjima witch legend as one of the witch hunters. sorry, I just love it's capitalized like this is a whole society of witch hunters, right? The primary focus of the witch hunt is the pasting together of occult stories to try and make them match with the Rokkanjima incident, making it much more of a mental game for that's a French word I've never heard before, and enthusiasts of the mystical than the scientific investigation into the truth of the crime, which really does make them witch hunters through the power of witch magic. Okay. He doesn't have a first name, right? So he's not such a big deal. First, what I learned from appraising those books was that Miss Ishiramiya Eva had absolutely no education in the study of folklore, and that the original owner of the books, Ishiramiya Kinzo, was certainly one of the top 5 authorities on demonology in Japan. Ooh, interesting. So they weren't like confirmed dead sort of thing. I sell everything of value. Right, because, and, well, what about the gold? Uh, what about the gold, Ava? You have the gold. Just sell one of the golds, but whatever. Okay, whatever. Ushiramiya Library. Ooh. Oh, and actually, so these were the books that were in the secret mansion. So it's actually they're not the books in Kinzo's room. Interesting. At least speaking from the perspective of occultism, the impact of the discovery on the world was comparable to the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is because contained within the Ushiramiya Library were many extremely vital documents that had never been found. Their existence had been known for more than a millennium. Man, Kinzo, where'd you get that shit from? Right, okay. Right, okay, the power of rich. Got it. Because of this case, the name Rokkanjima became known across the world. The world was also shocked to learn that, in all likelihood, a large number of even more valuable undiscovered books were lost during the accident on Rokkanjima. Yeah, probably the stuff in Kinzo's study, right? Our memories that are probably with the occult neck of the woods with the same hobby of Kinzo. Oh, yeah. I guess the one not issue, but I guess yeah, the one thing about this story, sometimes when it's switching between like inner narration and like narration from outside the universe, it's just sometimes it's hard to tell who's talking. With one part spread across the real world, taking the image of Rokujima as a small island in the Izu archipelago and painting it over as a demonic island where riddles, suspicion, mystery, and the occult met. So basically giving Beatrice more power, but like retroactively. What happened next was the discovery of that message bottle. That's what turned this island into a witch's island. Almost like, um, what you call it? Almost like Maria made the whole thing happen somehow through like magical time travel and shit. Or through Beatrice's orders to make like a fucking stable time loop or something. You might say that lacking either the Ishuramiya library or the message bottle, the Rokkenjima witch legend would have never been established. Message bottle. Yes. Form of communication to an okay, yes. Because of an influence of a certain prominent detective novel, it's also become known as a method of confessing the truth after one's own death, like a time-delayed will. So was it like Sherlock Holmes or something, maybe? I don't know, I haven't read them. Oh, it was confirmed this message was written in a different person's handwriting. Different person's handwriting. Like, what? What? Did fucking... Okay, was it fucking Sakataro? Did Sakataro write it on behalf of Maria? That's why we don't know the handwriting. It wasn't the handwriting of a human at all, but a stuffed lion magically turned into a young boy through magic. Sorry. Oh, never mind. It was written by a person more skilled at writing and of a greater age than her. So probably not Sakataro then. However, later on, it's confirmed a single message bottle was recovered from the nearby ocean on the day of the accident by the police. Oh, interesting. It seems that due to evidence from the surrounding area, blah blah blah, the belief to the side the likelihood of being a fabrication was low. It had been abandoned no earlier than a few. What? Due to the evidence from the surrounding area and the fact the bottle had been sealed. Okay. But then they're saying it's not likely to be a fabrication. But then it's been abandoned? I don't know. The handwriting for both matched. Okay. This caused the credibility of the scraps of paper discovered by the fishermen to rise. No, I know about it more or less. Many scraps of paper had been stuffed into both the wine bottles. There's an extensive notebook written by someone calling themselves Ishurumi and Maria, but who wasn't Maria, and which told of the events starting the day before the accident and up until the day of the accident in a diary-like way. And its contents at the beginning of the Witch's Legend serial murder incident, as well as the Golden Witch Beatrice's puzzle. This bizarre diary described how the Ushuaia families nailed down on the island by the typhoon were caught up in a ceremony for the resurrection of a witch and killed one by one in inexplicable ways. And in the end, the Golden Witch Beatrice revived and everything was flung into the Golden Land. It was written as though it was a complete account of the events of those days. Yeah. Former servants who used to work at the Ushuaia family gave testimony it definitely be written by a human who knew the inside details, right? More than 10 years have already passed since that case, and is still the focus of interest for occult enthusiasts all across the world. No, to the contrary, you could say they'd become increasingly deified as time passed. Is that what they mean? Is that what they mean by the witch will be revived? By the witch will get magical powers? Like this whole thing was to try and create a situation and then spread it to the outside world with like rumors and legends and shit, and that would give Beatrice power because then everybody believes in her? Is that what they mean by reviving of the witch? I'm pretty sure I heard that the fishman scraps of paper and the police's scraps of paper had completely different contents. Correct. Inside both you have diary notebooks. While both of their contents described the same 2-day period, they were completely different. Oh no. It was though one was the truth and one was a lie. Or like they were both different fucking timelines of the same event, right? And that would be wild shit. The beginnings and endings alone match each other. At the beginning there are 18 people, and in the end everyone dies. Yeah, the contents of both were about the date 4. The details are completely different. Interesting. The serial murder, for the order of the sacrifice, the way they died, interesting. The tale of the two tales are different. Interesting. In both, everyone dies in the end. So, okay. So is this happening every timeline? Is someone making an account, writing finding Maria's diary, Maria's writing it down, and then somebody's grabbing it in every timeline? Who fucking knows? This story just keeps expanding. You don't know which is correct or is anything correct. Schrodinger's cat box. If it isn't denied, even a mixture of truth and fiction can be the truth. Who sent those message bottles and why? Earlier in their special issue for the crime's 10th anniversary, a certain magazine took out of that topic of discussion in Grandmother, didn't they? The witch hunt. The Rokkenjima witch hunt. Name a group of enthusiasts who try to explain the truth of that crime from an occult perspective. The 10-year anniversary, an international convention was held in New York. It was like Comic-Con, but for fucking weirdos. And I'm saying that compared to comic book fans. Which is a very popular category overseas. Of course. Oh, okay, so everybody. Yeah, everybody. Looks like researching on the message bottle really was a waste of time. No, if there's one thing I found, it's that the notebook supposedly written by Maria Onechan was actually written by a different person faking her name. Hanging out at the true crime. Oh shit, it actually would be a true crime convention. That is definitely true. The person wrote up an occult legend in their own blah blah blah. I have a question. Why would they go to the trouble of writing so much? Hi everyone. Yeah, basically. If they it actually is true, yeah. If they wanted to make it, well, no, because the whole thing about witches is like, it's like the more uncertainty surrounding it, the more powerful the whole witch legend is because you just don't know, right? So like, it's almost like they did that. That's like the reason why they had two bottles with different accounts from different timelines to make people even less certain of what's actually real and what's not. Make it more mysterious. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, someone to give rise to an illusion. The fact that I never left this world without saying anything is infuriating. Yeah, by now it's painfully obvious. Of all the things Aunt Ava did to harass me, this was probably the last and the greatest. Oh, interesting. Wait, hang on. Because in both of the others, Aunt Ava died. Right. So these weren't actually. Basically, they're implying that this is those bottles were the events of the first and the second timeline, and they ended up in the worlds of the third timeline. But then, first of all, where's the bottle with the events of the third timeline, which is essentially the bottle of the events that um uh uh that Ange wants to see, and how are they transporting themselves through timelines? And is this happening in order? Is the fact that there's only been two discovered a coincidence, or is it because these timelines are all happening essentially in chronological order? How's your day been? Yeah, Daifuku's birthday was on the 27th. It was great. I mean, I'm still finding more fan art. That's why I keep retweeting them. Here's Daifuku. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Aniki. Anyways, but yeah, no, it's good. It's also my birthday today. Fun facts. Maybe Aunt Ava survived because something went wrong, capitalized. The existence of Mrs. Boswell makes me believe the mastermind is far more profound and unknown person than her. Thank you very much for today. I believe I've heard something truly valuable. No, no. It was truly fun to be able to welcome a young lady as a new friend of the witch hunt. I have many precious materials I couldn't show you because of this change to a different venue. Anything from the usual. I'd be glad to show you at the next chance we get. Thank you, Professor. Could I ask one more thing? Yes, what is it? Professor, why are you interested in witches? No, in occultism and demonology? Well, that is somewhat embarrassing. A daydream I had in my childhood. If I could use a mysterious power, I could take on even the biggest of bullies. It had to become my life's work. After all, the primitive desire of admiring unknown power is as universal today as it ever was in the past. Huh. Am I thinking about these ideas taking in, inspiring my fucking fan fiction? Professor, if you could do it, would you want to become a witch? Do you still dream of being able to use magic at will? But of course! Even though at this age I understand logically that such a thing couldn't exist. I cannot forget my childlike dreams, such as flying in the sky or turning scrap iron into gold. If you would, please keep this a secret from my students. It's very cringe. If I told you that I was a real witch, would you believe it? My pet theory from my few experiences with women is that they are all witches. I'm also a misogynist. I am cringe and also a misogynist. Yeah, and one final question. Professor, have you seen the original message bottle itself? I have indeed. In that case, do you know that handwriting well? Of course. I'm not a specialist in that area, but at least when it comes to blah blah blah. And this is? I've never seen it before. Oh shit. Beatrice wrote in the book. This is. Does the handwriting in the paragraph on this page match the handwriting in the message bottle? Well, I must take this home and investigate more. Pardon me for asking, but what in the world is this book? Where did you get it? That's also a good question. I don't think we know that. Thank you. So Beatrice wrote these. Then that would explain a bit more in a more mundane way. Of course, Beatrice would write down. Wait. Oh, well, the tips aren't here anymore, but could it be the shit that's in the tip section? Is that what's. No, that's not what's in the message bottle, because it's like a different thing, but that would be wild if so. Thank you very much for today. Here's the reward I promised. I beg you. What in the world is that book? I don't need a reward. Show me that book. Both you and I are in the witch hunt, but it looks like we aren't pursuing it at the same level. You're entertaining yourself with the outside of the cat box. And what I want to know is about the inside of the cat box. And this book is the key to opening it. It's too good for you. Well then, goodbye, gentlemen. Go kigenyo. Please wait. Sumadera-san! Did you find anything? Only at the very end. I was right. The one who wrote the message bottles was Beatrice herself. Cool. So you've concluded the witch actually exists. Okay, I'm going to fucking do it. Okay, no, I don't think that's him saying cool in English. So, how does he speak? Uh, so it's Akuruza. Okay, I don't know. I don't know that. Oh no, wait. Or kuru. Maybe it is cool. Maybe Soitsua kuruda. Okay, maybe okay, no. I think he does actually say cool in English. Majo wa jitsu zai surete kechaku da de. Anyway, I'm no more reading fucking Romanji. I just had to do that now. So you concluded the witch actually exists? Who knows? Mind if I sleep? How about the talkative professor gets lost in his own little world and lectures and makes lots of kids fall asleep? Plus, he's cringe and a misogynist. Please go ahead, take a rest. That guy believed I was a Sumadera until the very end. Oh, okay. So she did actually say that she's Ushiromiya Anj, which is, you know what, fair enough. Right, they offer what anyone who can take Ushiromiya Anj into custody. She called himself Sumadera. Oh, cleverly tricking the man by saying her own subordinates would set out an ambush. We didn't need to worry about it. Okay. Okay. According to the family, young man and woman calling themselves Sumadera visited this morning. Took the professor out with them and still have not returned. There's a chance we were outmaneuvered. What a bad child, Anz-chan. I wonder if that corruptingness is from Neisan's blood. To think that she'd casually take on the name Sumatera after saying she'd hate to go by it so often. Oh, Professor should be returning soon. When he does, we must serve him some tea. Yes, understood. Oh no. I wonder if she thinks she's leading me around by the nose. What a naughty child. I'll teach you about my magic of origin. Oh, okay, no, this is okay. This is Maria. No, I told you before, right? And you used it before. Did you forget? You were also a witch apprentice, Ange, with your name entered into Mariage's Sorcier, weren't you? Angie Shirobia, my goat. She is pretty cool. I was also like, at the beginning I thought it was like, oh, so she's like girl battler, but no, she's not really like battler at all. She's her own hard-boiled detective child trauma girl. I was also included amongst the witches, wasn't I? Oh, there she is. Dan, One-chan is here. Hang on. Okay, let's see. All right, hang on. Okay. Wait, no, is this the same? No, I think that's right. Wait. Isn't this? Because she's in the magic version as well, right? Yeah, no, that's the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Whatever it is. Um, Same description as in the magic part. If you don't get some sleep, it'll be tough tomorrow night. Tomorrow, right? If I were a witch too, I'd be able to use magic, wouldn't I? Yeah, you can use it. I taught you, didn't I? Taught you how to use it. And you were able to use it in the past, weren't you? I remember. I've started wanting to use it. Are you starting to feel lonely? Not really. It's not like having a different pillow every night is that tough. The first step to magic can be loneliness or boredom, even small reasons like that. Even if it's just trying to kill time until you can fall asleep. Yeah, I'm glad you remembered about magic one more time. been quite a long time since I last used magic. Right now, your magical powers decline significantly, Ange. If you don't devote yourself to the basics, it'll be hard, okay? Sure. Checking all directions, securing a quiet place. What about Amakusa-san? He's sleeping. With your magical strength as weak it is now, blah blah blah. The anti-magic power is affecting you too much. Not just the sight of people, but voices, sounds, even the presence of people will get in the way of your magic. You just have to fucking pretend they don't exist. Basically, yes. Yeah. Very existence of humans blocks magic. Next is the vessel. Yeah, okay. Of course. Impossible. Yeah. It really will be impossible for you now, Ange. If you'd practiced every single day since then, you might have gained the ability to summon with that by now. Shouldn't this be a perfect vessel? Is it fucking Sakataro? No. Oh god. Oh no, one of the sisters? Huh. Where did you get that, Ange? The police. Got it. Originally, there were 7 stakes of purgatory. How pitiful. Now she's the only one left. Okay, since Beatrice is also a witch of Magier Sorcier, they could be employed by Maria, a witch of the same alliance. Sure, why the fuck not? Another person with their name, I was also permitted, yada yada. Which of the 7 sisters is this stake? Their characteristics are written about well in my grimoire. The sisters of the 7 stakes really hate it when you get their names wrong. Remember their names well before summoning them. Alright, you got Mammon. Mammon is greed, right? I think it's greed? Mammon, 5th sister. Controls the deadly sin of greed. There we go, yep. An incredible kid. Greed also controls aspirations, the desire to improve oneself, and the strength to live. It definitely doesn't mean only bad things. She's rude, but she's a girl who tries really hard. I see. You could say that without desire, there's no reason to live. Grimoires can be a bit interesting. This might be much better read than some lame novel. It really takes me back. For grimoires demanded not only that you understand the letters, but that you fill up the world with the space between the lines, giving birth to a world from the pictures and creating things in various ways. The power to give birth to something. For someone who has that, such as you, a grimoire should be more interesting than any book. I've always known that you'd be able to understand that. Take care. In case the worst happens, here is my talisman. The Treaty of the Alliance won't protect you right now. That Mammon is a bit of a quick trigger, and she may still bear a grudge. Why is that capitalized? Be careful. Yes, I'll wear it. Oh, the scorpion one. Yay, that's important. Come, arise, forgive the sin. One of the 7 stakes of purgatory. Mammon of greed. The power of being fucking delusional. I summon you. Greed. yeah. Basically, yes. Just just become fucking delusional. Believe your delusions are real, and then it'll definitely happen. See, I mean, the thing that's fun about this kind of shit, that is like, especially with like Maria, is that all of this stuff is normally like, oh yeah, magic is just like the stereotypical magic stuff, like demons and fucking shit that's based on like stuff in the Bible, that kind of thing. It's like it's magic based on things that were popular back when people wrote about magic, which was like, hundreds and thousands of years ago. But like, technically, magic can be anything. Magic can be taking a line and your stuffed line and turning it into a cute little shoulder boy. Magic can be fucking anime bullshit bunny girls. Like, you can't just have stupid magic. Magic can be fucking, maho shoujos. You can't just have it be whatever you want. At least by the logics of Umineko. Show yourself to me. It's no use. I can't break it. Okay, there she is. I don't remember which ones are which. All right. Um. Oh no, just the usual ones. Does Here we go. Marmon is the first person to become Anja's friend. She stayed by Anja's side throughout her training period, greedily encouraging her master to become a full true witch. A very special person, even amongst the 7 sisters. There you go. Is that Anja-sama? That magical power is pretty shabby. Are you really Anja-sama? It's been a long time, Mammon. Have you been well? And here I was convinced the furniture that has already fulfilled its function just gets left to rust away in a closet. So what kind of sideshow is this? You aren't going to say that you're my owner, are you? Yes, Anja's your master. Lady Maria. How unsightly of me. Is that barrier just now yours? Yep. I thought it as she is now, and she just might have gotten finished off by you. I lent her a talisman. If Lady Maria says Anja-sama is my master, I cannot refuse. Anja-sama, please, your orders. If it's me you need, are you going to perform a new ceremony? With new sacrifice? That's only if you're willing to hand to get your That role isn't something I'm asking for anymore. All you have to do is talk with me like you used to. Yes, if that is what you desire. Furniture is furniture because it is used. It is an honor just to be summoned, Aunt Summer. So, what should I do? I don't know. Just do something lively, like old times. Well, now, this liveliness you're talking about is probably from when we were sisters were all together. Maybe Dick Wolf by myself, did you forget? Ange, don't overdo it. Of course, my hands can fucking glow with magical power, of course. Hello, Lambda Delta 34. Do you perhaps maybe like Umineko? Hey, Lady Maria, Ansama's definitely gonna summon everyone, right? Yes. Asmodeus, the seventh sister. Got it. I'll call them in order, blah 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 blah. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to Higurashi and Umineko. There you go. Come, arise, one of the seven stakes of purgatory, Asmodeus of lust. You can tell she's the youngest because she has cute pigtails. Asmodeus of lust right here. Where is this? Am I alive? Beelzebub, the sixth sister. Beelzebub of gluttony. What's the difference between greed and gluttony anyway? I guess gluttony is just, what do you call it? Gluttony is like more related to food and stuff, but like they feel like they're the same sin, right? Oh yeah, right. Beelzebub also has twin tails, but she's got the Ojo ringlets. Beelzebub of gluttony right here. Yay! Come, arise. One of the seven stakes, Belphegor of sloth. Belphegor of sloth right here. To think that I would be needed again. And don't overdo it any more than this. You did a good job, blah 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 blah. Okay. Stop it, Mammon. Right now, Aunt Summer is being pressured with the burden of summoning us. Come, arise, one of the seven stakes of purgatory. Satan of wrath! Satan! Satan! Who fucking knows? Satan of wrath, right here. What the hell are you people doing? Yes, they really are lively. It doesn't bore me. It's enough. You worked hard, and good job. Ooh, you. Welcome back, Ange. Welcome back, huh? Tadaima. Okairi. No, is it Okairi? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Okairi. Anchan. Tadaima. I am a fucking weeb, anyway. End of chapter. Like, I like the magic thing, although I do think that, like, the demonic stuff about it is, like, not really, like, you're trying to make it cutesy, but it doesn't, I don't think it really works. But maybe that's the point. It's not cutesy, because they're all, like, wearing leotards and a weird ass squabbling in, like, a fucking dojin. The only power that could save me from those sad, painful days at St. Lucia Academy was a thing called magic. Normal girls get over their fascination with magical girls when they leave. Hey, let a lonely girl have a harem. True, true. Yeah, normal girls get over their fascination with magical girls when they leave elementary school. Yeah, it's like how children aren't allowed to. Little girls are like, you can't watch Precure anymore. Precure is for little girls. When you're a bigger girl, you have to watch like something that's more realistic, like not iCartoon, that doesn't exist anymore, but like idol shows. I can't say technically, I think it does still exist, but yeah, it's like that was like a thing apparently that it's like Precure is like baby stuff. It's not actually baby stuff, but then it's like younger girls. When the girls get older, it's like you watch like idols and whatever. It's like you have to be things on. It's you can't watch fantasies. You have to watch fantasies based on real life, like idols, which are also still fantasies, but because they're fantasies on things that are actually realistic, it's like more socially appropriate. Um, I have a whole my fucking unpublished fan fiction is just like a wow. Well, I can't be a magical girl. We can't be, whole magical girl thing can't happen anymore because we're going to high school and we have to be mature and stuff. And we got to start thinking about entrance exams and stuff. And they're like, well, I mean, if that's the reality you want, then sure. But are you sure you're okay with that? And then, like, giant monster attacks. It's like, no, I can't do anything. I'm just a normal high schooler. But wait, I want to go and help people. And blah 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 blah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think reading Umineko has inspired me to write fan fiction on Precure. Anyway, let's continue. Like, yeah, it is like it really is in this world. The antidote to magic is fucking cringe. Power of cringe. If you think it is cringe, magic will not work. You must kill your cringe, and that's how you become a great witch. Imagine a much wider space and create your own mental world. Like fucking domain expansion. Domain expansion, unlimited void. This is interesting because, yeah, like this whole like, oh yeah, no, the antidote to magic is cringe. You just have to stop thinking that this writing is cringe and just accept it, okay? Yeah. From the time of their birth, humans have inside of them a toxin that blocks magic. If that toxin isn't purified, you can't use magic well. The toxin is called cringe. It's the power of cringe. One effective method to achieving this is to imagine a vast space. Fair enough. It, like yeah, this is interesting because this is very childish, and I guess it's also the point. It's like the magic of being childish. Do your best, Ange. The only way to like if you think about this in a practical terms, oh yeah, no, there's nothing really important. It's just yeah, it's just sort of elaborating on that. Basically magic is run by the power of being able to believe your own fucking delusions. And so the antidote to magic is cringe. If you're feeling this is too cringe, the magic won't work. That's the secret. You're like, this is, nice and wholesome. And then you remember how Ava used this power to brutally murder all of her entire family. And you're like, oh, wait, this isn't really nice after all. Maintain that sensation. You did it, Aunt. You did it. You've taken your first step into the world of witches. Now you can fucking fly and shit. This is the world of witches? Aw, how cute. She's cute in her school uniform. Because you're a witch of marriage sorcier, you also permitted to use those employed by other witches in the Alliance. Okay. Right. Okay, so basically the reason why the seven snakes of purgatory are so tasteless is because maybe Beatrice probably made them. And Beatrice has fucking weird tastes. We know that she plays girl games, so it's probably just a weird fetish shit. Doesn't explain the bunny girls though. Beatrice didn't make the bunny girls. There's probably a witch that has even more otaku tastes than Beatrice. I like how this world is gradually expanding around and to the point where things are like make more sense, but also make less sense, and are also incredibly stupid. No. Yeah, like let's just. It's like now I just want to fucking I want to. Like, well, sorry, I read the comment and now my thoughts have left my mind. Yeah, it's just like a. Sorry, I'm just like this is just like this sounds like the a really fun magical girl show, and then I'm like, wait, no, that's not what this is. This is a murder mystery, with this sort of like ancient ass occult vibe. So we've got to have that part in it. Higurashi takes place in 1983, which does not stop them from making Toho references. I mean, listen, as we've seen, Anja's from the future, so clearly there is also time travel bullshit going on. The rules of time and space mean nothing, except for things that were like made after like 2009, because there's no way that Ryushiki 07 is that clever. Hey, Ange and Maria, when you have more power, can you summon the seven snakes of purgatory and ask them to put more clothes on? That'd be very nice. Seven Sisters of Purgatory, right here. Lady Maria, it has been quite some time. Long time no see. Is everyone well? We furniture are what we are because we are used. To us, being summoned after so long is truly an honor. Uh, and now I'm just suddenly remembering that, Kanon and Shannon and Genji are like this. And like, okay, Kanon and Genji are like whatever, but like you can you imagine is Kinzo just like my furniture must have really big tits, just like enormous, massive fucking tits because Beatrice had big tits. I just need that big titty. My old man urges a craving big titty. Oh, he's so fluffy and squishy and cute. I get the sense that Ryushiki's Zero 7 really likes leotards. I mean, who else? I was going to say who else wears leotards besides this, but like, first of all, maybe that's a spoiler. Second of all, maybe I don't want to think about this. Man, it's gonna be a fucking whiplash once we get back to the main plot after all this shenanigans. We're all friends. Even though Beatrice is a witch all about thinking about all about murder and shit, I don't think about murder, so everything's all fine. Yeah, no, it's probably on your end. I don't have any drop frames, Robin. Those bunny arches had two, leotards too, if I remember correctly. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Listen, if it's his fetish, then yeah, whatever. Like I'm what's the word? I'm not I'm not in a position to ask anything of him. He's like he's writing all this shit. Like whatever, fine. Put your fetishes in. I'd put my fetishes in probably too if I wrote Dojin and had fetishes. So I mean, I probably have fetishes. I just don't really think about what they are. Oh, okay. We're doing the weighted training stuff. Got it. Yes, One-sama. Remember when Beatrice was like a good guy, and then she was like, "Jokes! I'm just pretending to be a good guy." Oh, Beatrice, what a kidder she is, indeed. And of course, then they play. Yeah, they play Junket, of course. Sheesh. This way, it's not the Seven Sisters, but just me, right? You're a bit unreliable, aren't you, Summer? Yeah. Mama, you shouldn't say things like that. Ange is still starting her training. Are you all right, Ange? Is your headache okay? Maybe that was a little too much. I'd be perfectly fine with this much, though. The more friends you have, the more fun it is. Now I'm even more aware of how incredible you are, Arne-chan. I'm sorry. It looks like summoning you is the most I can do. Oh, I guess I'm okay with that. After all, of all the seven sisters, I get Ansama all to myself. What do you think, Ansama? If it's just me, will it be a burden for you? No, I think I'll be able to manage you alone, somehow. Oh, okay. I guess you can just so you can just summon demons while you're taking a shit. Got it. Hey Ange, you're forgetting your training. Take my mod with you. I think, yeah. You see, Ange, in the real world, this would probably be called schizophrenia. The power of schizophrenia. My family. Oh no. Yeah, Dad, Mom, Oni-chan. Souls of the dead. Calling a resident of another world is summoning, but calling back the souls of the dead is called resurrection, and they're completely different. Resurrection is supposed to be a very high level magic. What's that? What's that? What's that? A hair accessory with the pink jewel? What the hell? I hate to say it, it looks a little cheap for you, Aunt Summer. Long ago, without telling Dad, I went with Mum to meet Oni-chan, and we went to play in an amusement park. This is a prize from the crane game there. I know it's cheap, I realize it doesn't match my style, and I get it's too childish. But this hair accessory is the only thing that makes me feel as though Butler Oni-chan is by my side. Oh, cute. Wow. Yep, that's the power of fucking gambling. I'm sorry, unfortunately, that's how they do it. They scam your children. Hang on 1 second.